Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today, we got another marathon by Duncan. Brother, thank you so much for, helping the channel, for sponsoring this video. I appreciate it very, very much. And I'm super excited because Duncan is amongst the people that go completely, with their favorites, and his favorites are usually very, deep cuts that I really enjoy, like Budgie and stuff like that. I was just like super obsessed with listening to those, especially two songs that Budgie covered for Metallica. So let me just look them up real quick, and because I do forget the name. Let's see. And we have another Budgie song today, which is so awesome. So Brett Fan was one, but Brett Fan was not a request that Duncan requested, but I found out that they'd done, I think it was this one, Crash Course in Brain Surgery. I had no idea, I had no idea that the original, and I even like the originals better than the Metallica covers that I grew up with when I was like 16 years old. We were listening to that album in particular because one guy just came in one day. He's like, "Oh, I got this new Metallica CD," and it was the Garage Inc. But the EP, not the album that came out later. I think in 2008 or something, or 2006. I don't remember. But yeah. So again, thank you so much, Duncan, for sponsoring this. And we're gonna start it off with a band that I don't really know that much about. I've heard some, Status Quo, but I've never really gotten into them. I've done some reaction to Status Quo also on the channel, but I've never really gotten into them like a lot. So this is gonna be different. So I'm just gonna read what Duncan sent to me here. We even got some Linkin Park, like I'm saying. It's completely different, very, very personal picks here. So it says here, this is my latest marathon. It is comprised of some cool music, and that's it. That's Duncan in a nutshell. He requests what he likes, and he likes to share, So the first two tracks come from Status Quo from their 1974 Quo album. When I saw them in 1975, they played these and the whole place went nuts. The tracks are Backwater and Just Take Me. There's two tracks as they blend into each other. Now, the only thing about this is they're not available on Spotify, so I'm just going to pull them from YouTube. And I found the full album on YouTube, so I'm just going to let them run into each other. Like you heard them. So I hope there's not like a kind of like a pause there or anything. So I hope that works. Okay. Then let's go to the next next three. It says, so the next track is from Budgie, and their 1972 Squawk album, which is amazing from start to finish. This track is hot as a donker's armpit. It's a rocker. I love that track. I love that name. I did find that here on Spotify. We're going to play it on Spotify. And, all right. Then the fourth track, it says here, the next track is from the amazing guitarist and lyricist, Chris Rea. I think it's Rea. It's the title track from his 1991 Auberge album. I hope I know I'm horrible when it comes to pronouncing stuff that I don't know. Auberge album. I hope that's correct. And then the last track is a brilliant mashup of Linkin Park and Jay-Z They played some gigs together and made an EP collision course in 2004, which I love. The tracks here are Points of Authority, 99 Problems, and One Step Closer, which is one song. Like a little medley. All right. And again, thank you so much, Duncan, for sending me the JPEG of the songs. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. And let's enjoy some deep cuts. Now, maybe these are not so deep, but honestly, I've only heard of Jay-Z, Linkin Park, of course, I've heard of. Jay-Z I've never really listened to. Chris Ree, I think I might have done something on the channel. My memory is just garbage. Because when you do so many reactions, it's just like sometimes you do kind of like you forget. It's not that I forgot, but it's just like it becomes like a big warped memory, you know. So let's start off with status quo. Give me just 1 second because I closed the window that I had opened with the. Oh, you know what? I can just well, let me just pause for a second and I'll pull it up. All right. I got it pulled up. Status quo. I can't wait. This is going to be awesome. Thank you again so much, everyone, for being here, for liking the channel, for subscribing, for leaving a comment, even if you've only watched one video. I appreciate it, honestly. And obviously, the people that watch most of the videos, thank you guys for all your support and love. And I know who you are. I mean, it would take me a lot of time to mention every single one, but I know you guys know who you are. Okay, so let's start it off here with status quo, Backwater, and HQ quality. I hope it is. You know, it is YouTube. Unfortunately, this was not on Spotify, but hey, we'll take it. So here we go with Backwater, and we're just gonna let it bleed over, and let's see what happens. Let's go. Very good.
Needs a doctor.
Yeah. Oh, no. Fade out. Okay. So it didn't really like, I guess they do bleed into each other, but I don't know if this was kind of like a fade out on purpose because it's a YouTube video. It doesn't matter. This was awesome. I'm reading all the comments here on YouTube. A lot of people call this their favorite album. And it's not, I don't know if I said that. That's what I thought because it's called Quo. It's like, I guess that's their debut, you know. No, this is their 7th album from 1974 from this British group. And there's a story that I wanted to talk about since it did kind of like end here. I remember my dad giving me 2 specific albums, which I never paid attention to, and I'm still to this day baffled by my ignorance. One was Status Quo, but it was a live album, and I was just like, I was into, I think at the moment, I think I was listening to like a lot of Iron Maiden and Judas Priest, so I wanted that kind of like metal, and it says here and there, Wikipedia, they're hard rock heavy metal band, right? And so, and it's also like the same time, you know, Judas Priest, I think came out in 74, 75, could be wrong, but I think they're older. They're an older band than Iron Maiden, but I was into that whole gallopy kind of thing, twin guitars, which this is like, it does have this, but it was a live album, and I listened to it once and I just wasn't convinced. So I never went back, and there was no way to buy Status Quo in Mexico. It's just like, it's not a band that's you can obtain, that you can just buy. Maybe my dad like bought it, and he used to travel, and he would always buy CD, he would always buy music. So he had a pretty cool collection. That's where I got Aldi Meola from. I kind of like stole it. And I think Kansas, but Kansas only, it's literally was because the cover was so cool. It was the best of, and then I saw Carry On Wayward Son, and that was a song that I'd heard on an Yngwie Malmsteen album where he played covers. So I was like, okay, I'll take these 2. I did return them, but that's how I got into like Kansas and Aldi Meola, you know, as best as possible back in. And it was also the best of Aldi Meola, the best of Kansas. It was always the best ofs. You couldn't really buy like albums, you know, like there was maybe like Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd, but just like a lot of rock was just like they just had the best of that particular band. It was all imported at the time, you know, so it was kind of difficult to learn about new music, and we didn't have the internet. So yeah, that's one of the albums that I kind of like totally ignored. And the other one was ZZ Top, also the best of. And I don't know. I looked at the cover and I was just not turned on by these 2 guys or 3 guys with their beards, you know. And I was like, what is this? You know, and I think I played one song and it was the best of. And I know now ZZ Top, I've seen them live, I love them to death, but it was just, and they're heavy, man. And the solos, I mean, oh my god, ZZ Top, if it's one thing about this band, is their solos are so tasty, and the guitar solos, just genius. And this band, but the live, I'm sorry, the best of had like this kind of like pop ZZ Top, you know, that came out in the mid 80s, and I was just not into it. So that's just a tale that how you kind of, unfortunately, you know, you listen to something and then it doesn't, at that moment in time, it doesn't really get your attention, and then you kind of missed out on two amazing bands, you know. So, okay, so let's go with the second song. This was absolutely fabulous. I love the energy. I love the solos. I love great band. Let's forward here to the next song, which is Just Take Me. I'm just making sure that I got the right. Just Take Me. Okay, here we go. And wow. The drumming, so good. All those. Amazing. This is literally even it feels a little punk to me. This was just a great song. The drumming on this was crazy. The solo, all pinch harmonics. That's very hard to do because he was playing literally every note. Like when you pinch, that string with your thumb and the plastic, and it gives that like that squeaky sound. Very, very cool. The entire solo. It even says here, so I'm in the comment section. There's English speakers, German speakers, Spanish speakers. They all love this band. Listen to this. It says, from me, the best Rosie solo, and there have been many. It says, never understood why this band wasn't appreciated more by punk fans. There you go. This song could have came out in the 90s for that matter. Yeah. It says here, best album of all time. The German comments, Spanish comments. 30 years ahead. This sounds like Kasabian or some similar band from the 2000s. Never heard of them. But it's just like there's so many people calling this like the best band ever, the best album ever. Really cool. And this was really, really good. It's just like very cool style, very raw, very like totally different from what I heard, on the live album. I think the live album was a little bit too polished for me, So this is really, really cool. And this is already their 7th album. That's insane. I mean, some bands only release 5 albums in a span of 30 years, so already in the 70s they already had released 7. Let's see how much albums they released in their career. Let's see. Let's go back here. Oh my. Okay, so they started in 68. So let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 albums in 83, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 in the year 2000, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 30, 33 albums in 2019. Backbone. That's a lot of albums, that's a lot of music to discover. So I don't know, which did I hear? It has to be on, this is just studio. We can't, like live albums, like we're not even getting into that, I guess. That's crazy. Okay, so now I'm super excited because Budgie, they're an amazing band. That was like totally, completely underrated, what I think. Or maybe they are bigger, but I think they're amazing. Let's pull them up here. And also this band here is underrated. I think Status Quo, could, oh, wait a minute. Budgie band could, use some more love, So from Welsh, a Welsh heavy metal band from Cardiff. Man, they're so good. Heavy metal, hard rock, but they're like heavy metal first and then hard rock. So this is from Squawk. I've done some reactions to this. Second album here from 1973. Let's check it out. Hot as a Docker's armpit. I love it. So good. Oh, 72 says. I mean that heaviness for the time. bass is sick on this. Bass is sick. Everything. Crazy. This sounds like literally like Iron Maiden. Wow, incredible. This literally sounded like Iron Maiden, and this was 8 years before Iron Maiden even came out with their first album. So I know, you know, It reminded me of obviously a little bit of Rush, but with Rush is a little bit more proggy. This is more heavy metal. So it reminded me of Steve Harris from Iron Maiden. He also plays a very, in the forefront, the bass is very, very busy and plays all the licks and parts that the guitar does. So it gives this really cool sound. And I think, the first Iron Maiden album titled Iron Maiden and then the second one Killers, they sound very much like this, because I'm sure that Budgie was, as it influenced like bands like Metallica, it also influenced bands like Iron Maiden. Crazy. And I didn't know that they were a trio. So it's like almost like, like listening a little bit. Geddy Lee obviously has a different voice, but also sings and plays the bass, such as this guy here, Burke Shelley, which is the bass player. So yeah, very, very cool. Let's see here. Something about Black Sabbath, but it says, okay, that okay. It's something, because I saw Black Sabbath, that he was uncomfortable with the occult themed lyrics of the band Black Sabbath. Very, very cool. He's no longer with us. I just found out, so died at the age of 71. But hey, really cool. What a band. What a band. Everything about this band sounds amazing. So, give me a second here. Let me go back. And now we're going to switch gears. Chris Ree, I think it's Ree. And the album from 1991, Auberge album. And like I said, if I'm mispronouncing all this stuff, I do apologize. But yeah, it is what it is, Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick second here. All right, here we go with Chris. This is more like an epic. I love stuff like that.
Just popping out.
Look up Chris here. I love the ravens in the back. Wow, slide. Beautiful slide. Wow, sounds like...
my fast train on the road to gain. Something gets right through to your telling bone. There's a sudden hitch, an electric twitch. Sometimes I swear this body's got a mind of its own. This is the naked truth. This is the light. There's only one place left to go. Auberge. You meet the silent type on a windy trail with a shiny cloak and an unseen silver dagger. You can talk till you wake, give yourself one more break. You can tell by the look on his face that it just doesn't matter. 'Cause this is the naked truth, and this is the light. There's only one place left to go. Auberge. Auberge. What I'm seeing, though I hear what you say. Think with a dagger and you'll die on your knees, begging for mercy, singing please, Mr. Please. 'Cause this is the naked truth, and this is the light, and there's only one place left to go. Auberge. Auberge.
Wow, so good. So this whole intro to the song was amazing. It had like this really Western kind of feel. Almost like watching, a spaghetti Western, But I love the whole intro when he walks by and you can hear the bottles. And I've heard something similar by another amazing English guitar player, Alan Holdsworth. And it's called Wardenclyffe Tower. And he walks in and you can hear like the steps. Click, 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 click. And then he turns on the tower. And in another recording of his, I think you're in the bar and people are like, you can hear people pouring beer in bottles and stuff like that, just like this. So it reminded me of that, of course. But this reminded me a lot of Dire Straits, just the whole style. Now, I know that Mark Knopfler is not, I don't think he plays any slide guitar, not that I've really heard of. But this is definitely like a slide guitar player. Very cool. And even the voice, you reminded me a little bit of Mark Knopfler. Not that much, but just like the style, you know, because the first Dire Straits album was very like almost, it was rock, but with this influence of like country, but not really country, you know. It's just like has a very American, like Western sound, you know. The first album, the one with Sultans of Swing and Water of Love, and that one I've heard it hundreds of times. And that's why I'm such a big fan of Mark Knopfler and Dire Straits, because of that album. And then we've covered some other stuff on the channel, you know, Money for Nothing and stuff like that. But yeah, I think Mark has a deeper voice, and but yeah, they have their similarities. But I think if I would show this to someone who doesn't know Chris, he would fall for it. Maybe like, is this Dire Straits? You know, maybe I could play a little joke on Alexia and tell her, hey, guess what this is? Like, you know, a blind reaction. If I show her this particular song, we could even do like a video. I'm sure she would say Dire Straits, because it kind of sounds a little bit like them. Beautiful. Just the whole song. I was almost sad that it was over after 7 minutes, because I got into it. Very, very cool. Thank you so much for the introduction, Duncan. This was definitely amazing. And let me see. I just pulled up his Wikipedia. So it says pop rock, soft rock, electric blues, blues rock. Yeah, I guess. And still active from 73, still active. Wonderful. So it should be, right? Okay, so this one I think is going to be the most the one that kind of separates from all, because it is, you know, like, I know that Linkin Park is like new metal, and I know Jay-Z is rap. So let's see how they work together here on this medley. Points of Authority, 99 Problems, One Step Closer. That is like this medley from Collision Course, and this is from 2004. Let's check it out. Like, I'm really curious what this is gonna sound like. So here we go. Let's check it out.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. Got a mic, he's got the rap patrol on the Gap patrol. Foes that wanna make sure his casket's closed. Rap critics who say his money cash holes. He's from the hood, stupid. What type of facts are those? If you grew up at hoes and your Zappa told you, be celebrating the minute you was having dope. So fuck critics, you can kiss our whole asshole. You don't like the lyrics, you can press fast forward. Listen to radio, if we don't play their show, they don't play our hits, we don't give a shit. So all these bags trying to use our ass, so advertisers can give them more cash for ads. Fuckers, I don't know what you take us as, or understand the intelligence that Jay-Z has. From rags to riches, we ain't done. We got 99 problems that a bitch ain't one. 99 problems that a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. Got 99 problems that a bitch ain't one. Years 94 and my trunk is raw. In the rear view mirror is the motherfucking law. I got two choices, y'all. Pull over the car or bounce on the devil, put the pedal to the floor. And I ain't trying to see how we chase with Jay. Plus I got a few dollars, I can fight the case. So I pull over to the side of the road. I heard, son, do you know what I'm stopping you for? Cause I'm young and I'm black and my hat's real low. Do I look like a mind reading, sir? I don't know. Am I under arrest and shit? I guess some more. Well, you was doing 55 and a 54. License and registration and step out of the car. You carrying a weapon on you, know a lot of you
looking at the lyrics.
I know my rights, so you gon' need a warrant for that.
Aren't you sharp as a tack? You some type of law or something, somebody important or something?
I ain't past the bar, but I know a little bit enough that you wanna legally search my shit.
We'll see how smart you are when the canines come.
I got 99 pounds, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 pounds, but a bitch ain't one. If you have a girl pounds, I can rap you son. I got 99 pounds, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 pounds, but a bitch ain't one. If you have a girl pounds, I can rap you son. I got 99 pounds, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 pounds, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 pounds, but a bitch ain't one. And once upon a time, not too long ago, a nigga like myself had to start on my hoe. This is not a hoe, but this is a habit of pussy. But a pussy had a goddamn sense of trying to push me. I try to ignore him, talk to the Lord, pray for him. And some fools just not to perform. You know the type, balance a motorbike, but wouldn't bust a break in a food fight. And the only thing that's gonna happen is I'ma get the clapping in. He and his boys gonna be yapping to the captain. And then I go trapped in the Kit Kat again. Back through the system with the riff-raff again. Beans on the floor, scratching again. Paparazzis with their cameras snapping them. DA trying to give a nigga shaft again. Half a meal for bail cause I'm African. Only cause the fool was harassing them. Trying to play the boy like he's saccharine. But ain't nothing sweet but how I hold my gun. I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. 99 problems but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems but a bitch ain't one. 99 problems but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems but a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
There you go. All right. I should post this. Once I post a marathon, I could do a little outtake. That would be really cool to see the reaction of people, because most of people that watch the channel obviously don't listen to rap. I mean, even in the song like Roll the Bones by Rush, people were like, oh God, they're rapping. It's like, you know, so what? You know, I think I've always enjoyed rap. We don't really cover rap on the channel because we're getting into prog rock, you know. But I've nothing against rap. I've always been a fan of bands like Run DMC when I was a kid. What else? Run DMC they were big because they signed a vinyl for me, for my dad. Well, my dad had them sign a vinyl for me, and it was like Run DMC, Stay in School, really cool. But I've always listened to rap on and off. Public Enemy, Ice-T. I was just showing Ice-T to Alexa the other day. What else? I mean, not like super much, but you know, I know a couple of songs, you know, I know my way around. And when it's mixed like this, man, with heavy metal, you know, I mean, or new metal, it's cool, you know, I like it. I didn't know, I never had heard Jay-Z, so that's interesting. So that's why I think this would be a cool reaction, just to, you know, post a marathon and maybe a couple of weeks later, just post a song. Because I just want to see the reaction to people. Because a lot of people, the marathons are long, and some people don't watch certain songs, or they just, you know, kind of like skip ahead, and just post it as one song would be kind of cool, I think. This was very good, you know. I mean, yes, there is a lot of swearing, a lot of F-bombs and stuff, but hey, you know, it's a style. It's a musical style. And, you know, it's an art form, just like heavy metal or jazz or classical music, you know, it's just a different type of music. And I think it's pretty good. It was very interesting. Yes, some rap can be pretty, like, bad when it's just about, you know, F this and, you know, shit and, you know, there's a lot of swearing. I don't have anything against it. I love if I watch a show, I even tell Alexa when we watch a new show and there's no swearing, I'm like, it's kind of like not realistic, because I mean, in real life people swear, you know. So when there's no swearing in a show, it's like I don't know, it's like kind of like breaks the reality. So don't get me wrong, but obviously in music it depends on how much, right? But yeah, very, very good, very interesting. I love that there was, you know, this medley of songs. I was doing the scratching because we used to do the scratching in my dad's discotheque. He had a special turntable that was designed just to do the, you know, and then we could do it there, but then we would go home and do it on the normal one, and obviously we would like literally the needle was like toast after that, because it's like a special equipment to do that. You can't just do it on a normal, you know, LP player. I mean, you can, but with certain consequences. And obviously your LPs are then toast, you know. So this guy, this DJ that was the DJ at my dad's discotheque, he was like professional at this, and he would use already kind of like messed up LPs to do the whole scratching thing. And so yeah, we love that because Run DMC used to do it, and other bands, like, I mean, I can't remember all the names, but I mean, we used to listen to Two Live Crew, which was more like adult oriented music, and my mom was not happy about that because we didn't understand English, but she was like, what are you listening to? This is very bad. And just stuff like that. But yeah, again, thank you so much, Duncan. This was so much fun, so much variety, you know, from a punky bluesy kind of like a rock band as Status Quo, but they're also called heavy metal, to Budgie here, like heavy metal at its finest, literally like inspirational for even like bands. I'm sure that Iron Maiden was inspired by them. And then this was so good. Chris Ree, I hope, like I said, I'm pronouncing it correctly. Beautiful stuff. Very, very different from all the other stuff. And then we listened to a rap at the end. That's a marathon. That's a lot of variety covered in one marathon. So thank you so much, Duncan, for doing these. I really appreciate you. And like I said, I appreciate all of you. Even if you don't, you know, do marathons, or, you know, it's not possible for everyone. But obviously this helps, you know, really to keep going. And it helps us with, you know, making the channel better. And we're starting with a lot of new projects, and we're going to go ahead and keep doing this with lots of effort and love. And I hope you guys obviously enjoy. So if you did like this, and if you're still here, because I know a lot of people maybe checked out on the rap because, you know, that's how they roll. I just like, you know, to give music a chance, all the styles. You know, I wasn't like this. I was very, very picky, and if something wasn't exactly the way I like it, I would walk out, you know. So, but now I'm more open, and I think it's good. it's good for your mind, you know, to learn. And there's different styles. And yes, some people are not going to like certain things, and I understand, but it's always nice to try. All right. Well, with this, I'll end the video. Thank you so much again, everybody, for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like the video if you enjoyed. Dislike it if you didn't. Be honest. Leave a comment. Subscribe. I appreciate it. Duncan, thank you. And I'll see you all in the next one.